And welcome to day 4 of my 12 days of HotS videos. This is going to be my goodbye to beta Protoss video. It's just going to be basically an overview of what they changed from Wings of Liberty to the Heart of the Swarm beta. Gonna have to talk quite quick because I've edited all of my clips up into little bits, which should start in a sec, and then I'm gonna try and talk keeping up with that. But there's gonna be 3 of these, obviously, one for Protoss, one for Terran, and one for Zerg. Actually, I lied, there's going to be 4 because it's going to be one where I'm just going to have a look at the maps which were added. So the first unit that was added is the Mothership Core. It's replacing the Mothership almost, but can be upgraded into the Mothership. And in combat fights a little bit just like a Stalker, you can only get one of it. Of course, it's a flyer unit though, and it's a caster and it has 3 main powers. Well, only has 3 powers. The first one is Time Warp, which is a bit like Guardian Shield in what it looks like, but it slows all enemy units down to 50% movement speed. The second one is Mass Recall, so we'll recall all units within a certain area of the mothership back to the Nexus, a friendly Nexus of your choice, including the mothership itself. And the last one, which is really good for early game defense, is Photon Overcharge, which turns a Nexus of your choice within a certain radius of the mothership core into a giant cannon. Now, the next thing that's has been added, well, not so much added, but research for hallucination of the sentry has been taken away. So the sentries are now automatically given hallucination, which basically means Protoss get free scouts off all game long, which some would say is a little OP. Now, the Dark Shrine has been reduced in price, so they're hoping that this will make Dark Templar more of a all-game unit as opposed to just early game. Also, dances have been added for the Zealot and the Immortal, as you can see here. Now, Phoenix have a new upgrade which increases their range by 2, making them only really better against other flying units, especially other Phoenix. If you're going Phoenix versus Phoenix, one person has the upgrade, one person doesn't. The person with the upgrade wins if they have any sort of micro. So another new unit from the Stargate is the Oracle. They have an attack ability that you have to activate and drains energy. It costs 25 energy to activate as well, so you don't want to be activating it, deactivating it. It does massive damage against light units, so making the Oracle really good in defense, and also sometimes in set battles against light units or units that can't shoot air once they've built up quite a bit of energy. They have Envision, which allows them to detect, and Revelation, which when cast will basically allow you to see a small area around all the enemy units you've cast it upon. Another new unit from the Stargate is Tempest, which are large flyer units that they can shoot air and ground, but they do optimum damage against massive flying units and they have huge range. Although they do not have smart targeting, so they will all shoot one unit, massively overkilling it, which isn't great. They tend to do well in large battles with units to defend them, although they do have quite a lot of health themselves and will tear apart things like battle cruisers, carriers and broodlords. So as I'm about to demonstrate, the way interceptors work have changed. So now when you move a carrier, its interceptors won't automatically fly back to it. They will only fly back once the carrier gets a certain distance away, making it a lot easier to micro carriers. Void Rays have also been changed. Their prismatic alignment now doesn't have to charge. It's an activated ability with a cooldown. This has made Void Rays again quite good in mass numbers, especially against buildings. So these are all the Protoss changes in the beta. Hopefully I'll see you again next time for Zerg and Terran.